We are live in the Green Studio, KRFC Fort Collins. Really excited. We will be starting off in a few moments with Danny Taylor. Welcome, Danny Taylor.
Thank you very much for having me.
And we are going to just let you know that upcoming, after a great set by Danny, we're going to be speaking about the Blue Star Connection event, and I want to thank Jill Kuch right away.
You bet.
For attacking this evening, and your daughter Grace is with us as well. Hello, Grace.
Hello.
Really fun time this past Thursday night, along with Sammy Davison, Annalise Zering, Jimmy Harrington, as well as Chaotic Serenity, Robert Wilson Blues Band, and the Young Ancients out at the Blind Pig. Quite the epic evening, I would say.
I would agree. It was amazing. We had such a good time for Blue Star Connection. Everybody, the place was just packed, and everybody had a blast. The guitars that they were auctioning off were beautiful, and you are the proud owner of one of those guitars.
I am, and there's a little surprise, actually, later in the show.
Ooh.
And I also want to mention the day after that happened, which was Thursday. There was some live music up at the Downtown Artery, 252 Linden Street. Aspen Hourglass, just a terrific local band, did an acoustic set up there, and Grayson Earhart is going to be heard from a recent, actually about a year ago, performance on Live at Lunch. And John Runnels is a buddy of his, and he played at the Downtown Artery as well, and just everybody had chills from listening to him play. So we have a song from his EP that we're going to hear. Danny, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. Thanks, Vincent.
This is your first time in the Green Studio, is that right?
That's correct, yeah.
So now you have buddies that have been in this room before, is that right?
I do. I think that among probably others that I don't know about, but I've had my friends in the band Catch Bees come in here at least once or twice, and my friend Brittany Devins has been here before. She's now in a band that's Brittany Devins and the Gentlemen. And I'm sure that there's others that I'm neglecting to mention. Oh, and actually, as we speak, I see the Catch Bees poster right here on the side of the wall. So,
yeah, that may have been one. I'm trying to remember if those are the folks that I met when they came in. Yeah. Well, great, Danny, and an interesting story. You can let folks know how we got introduced to each other across the street.
Yeah, we met at the KCSU studios. It was kind of a serendipitous meeting as you were leaving the studio and I was coming in, and we just started having a good conversation, and you had just been done promoting, one of the events that you were sponsoring or helping to organize, and I was coming in to play a set, and there we were.
Who was I going in there with?
You were going in. I'm trying to remember her name. She was a beautiful violinist.
Annalise Zering.
That's right. That's right.
Annalise Zering.
Yeah, and I was listening to her on the way into the studio, and she's amazing. She really got me excited to play the set because she was so good.
Yeah, she's incredible.
Yeah.
So you have some original songs. You have 3 originals plus a cover that we're going to hear. And tell us about Roots, written last year during the fires.
Yeah, that was a song I'm sure everyone in Fort Collins remembers, the craziness that was going on last year. And I was just kind of out on a motorcycle ride, actually, and just kind of reflecting on what was going on and where I was and in my life, and just kind of started writing the song in my head as I was riding. And I was out kind of on the prairie, and as I was coming back towards town, I kind of look up into the mountains and the foothills, and there's these, such just smoke and embers and glowing all over the place. And so it was like a really crazy kind of spiritual experience, terrifying at the same time. But it kind of just inspired that song a little bit and went off from there.
So great, Danny. Great, really good to have you in the studio, and we are going to hear your first song. Awesome. You're listening to the Rhythms of Youth show here on KRFC 88.9 FM.
Blow me up, I'm looking to expand and look beyond my own old horizons. Maybe dig my toes into the sand, 'cause I'll never be those rope ties are still restraining my body from moving past these burning lands with no raining, 'cause I'll never be who you want me to be. Don't treat me like the young child, a decent man I've grown to be. But even that won't stop a little while, 'cause I'll never be who you want me to be. Push my head below into the sea and wait for all the air to escape me. In that moment there's no misery, 'cause I'll never be who you need me to be. Thank you.
Here with Danny Taylor. And we are going to be hearing some more music and the original song, Truth About Me. What is the truth about that song?
That's a song that I wrote kind of in a bit of a funk, and kind of looking back at where I'd gotten, or how I'd gotten to where I was, and not really completely happy with who I'd become in that process, and kind of being able to say to myself, hey, you need to kind of step it up a little bit if you want to be the kind of man that you want to be.
And we're going to hear that song right now.
Cool. Flying down the highway, not sure where I'm going. Driving for miles and miles, but I'm still home. I don't think that you even know who I am. The only thing I know for sure is where I stand. I don't know where else to go. I don't think that you should know the truth about me. You look at me with those big brown eyes. No matter what I tell you, you eat up all these lies. Can't you see I'm running away from something here? Maybe there's nothing better I fear. about me. I don't know where else to go. I don't think that you should know the truth about me. So take back all you ever needed. I said take back all you'd ever needed from me. Take back all you'd ever needed. Take back all you'd ever needed from me now. I don't know where else to go. I don't think that you should know the truth about me.
Danny Taylor here in the Green Studio. You get accustomed to playing rather lengthy shows. You've got quite a bit of material under your belt.
I do. I have a fair handful of original songs, I'd say around 7 or 8 that I've written that I'm comfortable playing and enjoy playing for crowds. You know, a lot more that I've written that aren't suitable for even me to hear.
So it's time to sign up for Live at Lunch. Because
sure.
we'll play one cover, which could be a nice lead into the song we're actually going to hear next, which is a Matt Kearney cover.
Correct. Yeah, and then so, you know, obviously having a couple of my own songs, and then also doing, you know, I played upward of 2 or 3 hour shows, and so having a lot of cover material as well is definitely helpful for those kinds of outings.
I would say. Undeniable is the name of this.
Yeah, it's a song from about, I'd say even maybe like 7 or 8 years ago now that he first released it, and it's just always been one of my favorite songs, and he's very poetic and very meaningful with its lyrics, and it's always just resonated with me that way. So here it is. It's Undeniable by Matt Kearney. Brilliant, you are in an unreliable world. You shine like the stars, it's unforgettable. Now that we've come this far, it's unmistakable, undeniable. February 5th, Friday morning, purple dawn broke yawn as I stepped through the morning like I stepped to a song. A moment like a poem, wish you could hold it, show my eyes like it's frozen, it's gone when I open. It slipped past the clouds right there where it lingered like a band and a girl. You slipped through your fingers, my feet hit the ground like a beat for the lonely, on a path beaten down by the crowds in the morning. If only I could touch past the phony, if only they were there now to hold me. The questions keep droning. You're the only one who stuck it out last night, only other one who caught the other light. You're the only one when this world collides, one I can't deny. It's undeniable, a brilliant you are in an unreliable world. You shine like the stars, it's unforgettable. Now that we've come this far, it's unmistakable, undeniable. Whoa, whoa, no, 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 no. Whoa, whoa, no. If my last year here, my first class moved to Portable A. Under construction's in summer and it's cold today. I can see my breath in what's left of the west parking lot. In all space that we fought, and it all seems forgotten. Left in the bottom with the past piles of rubble and puddles of rainwater. It hurt last night when I left like that, but I won't come back. Speaking my piece of the past, can't help but wonder who's this wind at my back. A whisper to walk on, come on from all that. You're the only one who stuck it out last night. Only other one who caught the other line. You're the only one when this world collides. One I can't deny. It's undeniable. Brilliant you are in an unreliable world. You shine like the stars. It's unforgettable now that we've come this far. It's unmistakable, undeniable. Whoa, whoa, no, 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 no. Whoa, whoa, no. How are they gonna take it away in these winter winds? You found me on a summer breeze. How are we gonna conquer this as the autumn breaks? Now that you found me in the spring, come and sing it out. It's undeniable. Brilliant you are in an unreliable world. You shine like the stars. It's unforgettable now that we've come this far. It's unmistakable, undeniable. It's undeniable. Brilliant you are in an unreliable world. You shine like the stars. It's unforgettable now that we've come this far. It's unmistakable, undeniable. Whoa, whoa, no, 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 no. Whoa, whoa, no. Whoa, whoa, no, 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 no. Whoa, whoa, no, no, no.
Nice job, Danny Taylor.
Thank you very much.
How long have you been in Fort Collins?
I've been here for about 5 years or so.
Where did you move from?
I grew up outside of Boulder, but then I spent a couple of years out of state for college, and went for a year in Missouri and then a year in Kansas at Kansas State University, and then I ended up back here at CSU. So took a long way back to Fort Collins, but I've been here ever since, and I don't see myself leaving.
Yeah, it's got to be fun to be over at CSU.
Oh yeah, it's a great school, and you know they've got a really great culture around it, and maybe not the athletic culture that a lot of schools have. At least not as much so, but still, a great group of people and just a lot of fun. So
we want to thank you for your premier first visit to the Green Studio here.
Thank you for having me. It's been great.
You have one last song, which is also an original, 3 out of the 4 songs here, and shortly after. Now, this was something that you wrote a while ago.
Yeah, I wrote this probably about 7 or 8 years ago.
So you made mention here that now you kind of rewrote it, and now it's one of the more meaningful songs you've written.
Yeah, when I wrote it,
elements of that still resonate with you. So
yeah, when I wrote it that long time ago, I kind of wrote it in a pretty dark place, and I kind of after playing it a little while, I said I don't like it. It's not good. And when I found it again about maybe a little less than a year ago. Recently, I kind of was rereading the lyrics and thought that actually is exactly where I was, and I thought it was something that a lot of people could really relate to as well, and just kind of in a period of darkness. And so I kind of rewrote a little bit of it. I changed a couple of the words here and there, but mostly it was the guitar and the melody and everything that changed. And now I do feel like it's one of my more powerful songs, and it gets me going even emotionally.
That's great.
This long later, yeah.
This is Danny Taylor.
Sitting home alone, never felt so alone as here with you. saying that it's your fault, but it seems to me that it is. Yeah. I'm waiting for you to extend your hand. I know that it's there, and all that I have to do is reach out, but I'm scared. Yeah, I need you more than ever. I need you to save me, to take my heart as yours. Oh, I need you more than ever. I need you to save me, to take my heart as yours. Oh. The clock continues to tick on. It's so pointless, this life. So let us eat and drink, for tomorrow we shall die. Yeah, I need you more than ever. I need you to save me, to take my heart as yours. Oh, I need you more than always. I need you to save me, to take my heart as yours. Oh. You never tell me I'm not enough. 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 I need you more than ever. I need you to save me, so take my heart as yours. Oh, I need you more than always. I need you to save me, so take my heart as yours. Oh.
Knocked it out of the ballpark there, mister.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
I want to thank Danny Taylor for coming by the studio, and I'm sure it's not the first time you'll be hanging out in the Green Studio.
I hope not. I hope to be here as often as you guys will have me.
Awesome. Well, feel free to hang out, and we're going to talk about some really cool stuff and hear some more great music here on the Rhythms of Youth show, KRFC 88.9 FM. We are going to talk about this Blue Star Connection event that happened this past Thursday, followed by songs by two groups that were at the Downtown Artery. Actually, the first person, John Runnels, singer-songwriter, was just phenomenal, followed by Aspen Hourglass. We're going to hear some music from Grayson Earhard, who was on Live at Lunch about a year ago. How you doing, Grace?
Good.
Nice to have you, Grace. Kuch, in the Green Studio here. But this certainly isn't your first time in the Green Studio.
No, this certainly isn't.
And really great reason, always a good reason to have you here. And this one, really special time we had this past Thursday at the Blind Pig.
Yeah, that was one of the coolest experiences because also that time I was collaborating with Annalise. So that was a really fun part of my day. Let's
talk about that. You had done some you'd put in some practice time with Annalise, and for those that don't know who Annalise is, describe what Annalise does musically.
Annalise plays the violin. She's awesome at it. And she goes to Fossil Ridge High School. And she is really, really nice. And she's just awesome. And what was really funny was she still had to do her homework because it was a school night, so that really made my day that she was doing her homework and after the gig that she was playing. So that was really cool to watch.
It was really something. Classically trained for 8 years, has had this looping electric violin for under a couple months. So what we're going to do now, and it was fun for me being there all around, and also because I interviewed yourself and Sammy Davison, our buddy, who also played there. And we're going to hear a little recorded track with Sammy here, followed by, after we talk, one with you, Grace, because that was a really great time there. So this is Sammy Davison, 10 years of age, prior to playing at the Blind Pig. We are here with Sammy T-Rex Davison. We will be hearing Sammy coming up here at the Blind Pig in a little bit. Thanks for being here, Sammy.
Thank you for inviting me, and thank you for coming.
This Blue Star event's pretty cool. What we're all doing here.
Yeah, it's really awesome, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
Something extremely exciting. Now, Mr. John Catt just bestowed upon the project that we're currently in with the youth musicians in Fort Collins a mandolin, which was donated by a very generous individual.
Well, it is an electric mandolin. It's really cool, especially since I don't have an electric mandolin. So if I'm ever playing on KRFC and I need one, then I can borrow that. And I think it's a really nice, high quality, and it's really cool. It's an awesome mandolin.
Sam, it is your first time playing at the Blind Pig. What do you think about the setup here?
It's really amazing. They have all these wonderful guitars on the walls, and they're all very neat decorated, and I think they have pretty decent food here, so it's really neat.
We're excited to hear you play tonight, Sammy. Sammy T-Rex Davison.
Thank you.
Put your hands together for Sammy T-Rex Davison.
Thank you. This song is called Kuch Mountain Backstep.
That's pretty fun. Pretty fun. Really great time out there. Sammy Davison and Grace Kuch, Annalise Zering, and Jimmy Harrington. And Jimmy played with the band a bit. And Annalise Zering, as we mentioned, played with Grace. This is one of the songs. Now, it was really fun listening to now your interview. Well, we'll talk about it after the song. This is Grace Kuch at the Blind Pig. We're here with Grace Kuch here at the Blind Pig. Hello, Grace.
Hello.
Tell us what we're all doing here.
We are playing for the Blue Star Connection at Blind Pig, and I'm actually really nervous because I'm playing with someone, and it's harder when you're playing with someone. So,
It's a really good point because you've gone from learning some different instruments, mandolin, piano, mando strat. Tell us who you're collaborating with.
I'm collaborating with Annalise Zering, and it's been really fun to be able to play with her. Actually, another reason why I'm very nervous is because she has a loop station, and it's really hard to keep up pace with that. So,
In what way?
if you know how a metronome works, it's sort of like a metronome because you have to keep the beat. Because once you loop it, it doesn't change with you like a person would. So you have to stay on beat, and if you have a little hiccup, you could get all way off. So you just have to listen very hard.
It's funny when people are so good at something that they almost make it look easy. Sometimes us watching and listening don't realize how much is involved.
Yeah, when I was watching Annalise, I was like, oh, I could probably do that, but now I'm like, oh, no, I can't do that. I'm not very good at that.
What are you playing tonight?
I'm playing my Mando Strat.
And for those that aren't familiar with the mando strat,
So Mando Strat is basically like a mandolin, but except with not 8 strings, it has 4 strings, and it is an electric instrument.
really nice, made by Fender.
Yes, Fender guitar.
We're getting ready here at the Blind Pig to have Grace and Sammy and Annalise and Jimmy part of this wonderful fundraising musical extravaganza. Thanks so much for being a part of it, Grace. You mentioned, Grace, that you were really nervous. You have to be happy with how you performed up there.
Yeah, I was pretty happy for how nervous I was. Because what's really funny is when I'm nervous, my fingers get really, really, really cold. So
They
I
get
don't know
cold.
why,
Wow.
but it's just weird. So sometimes I mess up because my fingers are so cold and they're starting to not move as well when they're cold. So
That's interesting, huh? So there were a lot of people. There was standing room only in there. So we're talking about over 200 people in there. Is that most you played to? You think? A larger crowd that you played to than that?
Probably not. The only like other thing that I might have things to think about was the Mishawaka, but I actually don't know.
It was definitely the most condensed amount of people in one place.
Yes, the highest density for sure, Jill.
It was fabulous.
What a fun! You put quite a bit of time into that event, so kudos to you. And getting, just being the mom you are to Grace, to have her have the wherewithal to perform so well in such a worthwhile environment.
Well, we get to wear a lot of hats around our house, roadies and band managers and those kind of roles. But it was great. It was wonderful working with Annalise. She was amazing and really just great guidance for Grace, because when they worked together, I just stepped away and they looked at Grace's set list, some different things that she could play. And Annalise really just on the spot was able to elaborate and just do her own thing over top of these songs. And so they did a first practice to kind of figure things out. And then they did a second practice to really perfect things and kind of get their timing down with the looping station. But she did share with Grace that was her first time collaborating with anyone with her loop pedal. So that was really special.
You mean besides Elevation?
Right. Well,
right.
But I don't know if she does a lot of looping with them, does she? Or has she?
That's her... Well,
because she plays along with them.
I see what you're saying.
But I don't know if she has actually engaged her loop pedal with them, because it's the timing of getting that beat down. She's done collaborations with many, many artists in town, but to actually engage that loop pedal and have another artist play along with it, I think that was a first.
That's very, very super cool. Pretty cool, Grace.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot of really, really cool chances to do stuff. And I am super, super, super happy that my mom, which is a part of a lot of this, put me into music at an early age. So now I have a little bit better of like hearing stuff and a few more skills that I might not have had if I started like a while ago. So I'd like to thank everybody that's like collaborated in with me, and just it's awesome.
That's wonderful, Grace. So how long have you been actually playing musical instruments? Because you're 10 now.
Yes. I started piano when I was 4, but I've always been in like where I've like used shakers and like little bells and stuff like that when I was like...
Yeah, rhythm classes at Foundation Music School. She would do just rhythmic mimicking, and they did little songs and just for toddlers. She started that at 3.5 months old, so she was a babe.
Really good. And you got to talk to Mr. John Catt, some of the great people out there that night?
Yeah, John Catt is so nice. And actually, I decorated one of the guitars, but he was really nice and said, I love the guitars that you've done. You can have a lifelong supplies of guitars as long as you will decorate them. I will give you however many guitars you want as long as you decorate them. Wow,
that's first I've heard that. That's fantastic. And for folks that are listening that may not know exactly what we're referring to, we actually have one on the table in front of me here, which I bought. And these are cigar box guitars that are playable. They have incredible artwork on them. They play like a dobro, 2-stringed, and all the wonderful students, art students of Lindsay, England, over at Johnson Elementary there were over 30 of them, I believe, and they all were auctioned off, and they made a bunch of money for Blue Star Connection, getting instruments into the hands of kids with life-threatening illnesses. So it was really thrilled to be a part of that event. And I'm going to kind of go out on a limb. I sang on the show months ago. I'm not going to do that tonight. But I'm beginning to... Now, this is not a song that you're going to hear. These are riffs that I kind of assembled, that I put together from playing this guitar. 2-stringed guitar made by Allie and her friends out at Johnson Elementary. So this is a couple minutes long, and we'll take a listen to this. Yeah, so that is a musical instrument right there. I'm not saying that was a song because it wasn't so much a song as kind of a collection of riffs and so forth, but I'm going to keep working on that, I think.
You know, I have to tell you that part of the guitar assembly that Grace and she also decorated with her friend and neighbor, Madeline Garrett. And so I had the pleasure of being able to take Madeline and Grace to go to the guitar assembly. So they had to string and put pickups in all of those cigar box guitars. And the beauty of it was that each of the kids that got to decorate a guitar got to do exactly what you did. They got to actually play the guitar that they decorated. So they got to make those same sounds and be able to experience what that feels like with a slide on your finger and running that up against the strings and hearing it come out of an amp. So it was really neat.
Playing like a dobro.
You betcha.
Really fun. Really fun. So we're going to continue. I want to thank very much Grace for sharing your insights into that night for Blue Star Connection. And my guess is we're going to have some other Blue Star Connection events coming up. bluestarconnection.org is the website where you can find out more information about this wonderful organization, once again, getting musical instruments into the hands of youth with life-threatening illnesses. And all of these cigar box guitars, the proceeds from the sales of these are going toward buying instruments for these wonderful youth. Something that's happening every Friday from 7:30 to 10 p.m. over at the Downtown Artery, 252 Linden Street. We want to thank Michael Mokler and Scene Magazine for the Acoustic Showcase series, which started earlier this month. And I will tell you that this Friday, I'm especially excited because Annalise Zering will be there with her looping electrical violin, and also Elevation will be there. And they just played the Barclay Ballroom this past Saturday night, and Todd up at the Barclay Ballroom was really thrilled with having them, and they were asked to return at a time in the future. So really great. Also, Mary Sue Thompson and Shannon Fitzsimmons played up at the Barclay Ballroom, so I really want to thank them for being the true artistes that they are. Grace, nice job as usual.
Thanks, and thank you very much for having me once again.
Very cool. Gonna have to top the blind pig here. We're gonna have to have some flashing lights next time. Look at
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Want to thank all of you very much for listening to the show. I want to thank, again, John Runnels. He has a Facebook page as well. Runnels is Runnels. Want to thank all the fine folks from Blue Star Connection and Sammy Davison, Annalie Zering, and Jimmy Harrington for all being a part of this incredible event that happened last Thursday at the Blind Pig. Andy B. in Turn the Tables is coming up next. Thank you very much for listening. Have a great night.